So it's Saturday morning. It's 10 o'clock. I know I said I was going to start at 9:30, but I was having technical difficulties. And I finally got everything set up. So today we're going to do a stretch workout. It's something you can do at home. All you need is a yoga mat and a broom stick that we'll use later on. You can use a duster, you can use a Swiffer, you can use whatever you want, or if you just have like a bar that you can use to raise and lower. It doesn't have to be heavy, you just need to be able to hold on to it, okay? So that's all we need. You can even use a shower curtain rod if you have one that you're not using. So we are going to go ahead and start and get right to it. I wanted to play some music in the background, but you know, with Facebook and IG, with all of their restrictions on usage and owning the rights to music and this, that, and the third, I figured we would just go quiet and you just hear my voice. I try not to have like a boring voice, so it is what it is. You can play music in your background. We're gonna be stretching, so you don't need anything that's like high energy or anything like that. You want something that's gonna allow your body to relax. You want to play some type of music that's going to allow you to flow with the exercises. So keep that in mind. No Cardi B, no Megan Thee Stallion, no none of that. So first thing we want to do, we want to get your body loose before you start to stretch. So if you want to follow along, excuse me, we're going to do some neck rotations, and we're just going to roll your neck around to the left, making sure you stretch it. Feel the stretch. One more rotation, and then we're going to go the opposite way. To the right. And you want to make sure you're comfortable. One more rotation. And now we're going to stretch our shoulders. We're going to loosen them up a little bit. We're going to up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And we're going to go forward and backwards, forward and backwards, forward and backwards, and up and down and up and down one more time. All right, so let's get our feet warmed up. So we're gonna warm up your ankles. Turn to the side so you can see. Working our ankles, we're going to point them and flex them. Point them and flex them. And what this does as well is you can feel it in your calf muscle right here. So when you point and you flex, and you point and you flex, you can feel it. You want to keep a straight back. You want to keep your core in, and point and flex, and point and flex, and point and flex, point and flex. We're going to do some ankle rotations. So rotate your ankles inwards. You want to get the body really, really loose before you stretch. You don't want to pull anything and hurt yourself. Other way. This is really like a mind limb exercise, because your mind has to tell your body which way to go. All right, alternate. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. All right, you should be pretty loose. If you hear my dog barking in the back, please pay him no mind. He's a hater. So the first stretch that we're gonna do is we're going to stretch our hamstrings. You want want to get on your mat because if your floor is anything like mine, you'll be slipping and sliding all over the place. And we definitely don't want to do that. So you want your feet as far apart as possible for you, okay? So don't go too wide because you don't want to hurt yourself. All right, so first stretch we're going to do is for the hamstrings, and we're going to stretch for about 30 seconds. I can see all the comments coming in, but I'm so far away from the iPad, I really can't read them. I will take a second to come read them. But this first stretch for the hamstrings, we're going to slowly roll over, and you're going to touch your hands, your palms to the floor. And you're going to do another stretch. That's for your hamstrings, for your hips, and for your glutes. So hamstrings, hips, and glutes. Our exercise, we are going to come down in what we call the frog pose. And if you need to hold on for stability, hold on for stability. Because the last thing we want to do is we want to fall. We don't want to hurt ourselves. All right, and we're going to go from side to side. So what we're going to do, you start with your left foot. We're going to straighten out that right foot. Now, if you can, you're going to hold in your core, and you're going to hold yourself up like this, and we're going to come, and we're going to stretch, and we're going to go to the other side. Now, if you need to hold on, if you're wobbly, back straight, core in, you can hold on to the ground so that you can move freely from one side to the next. So if it involves going from here to here, then you do that. Okay? Ideally, you want to get the most of the exercise. We're going to 10 times to each side. Hamstrings, hips, and glutes. And feel the stretch as you go from one side to the next. It should feel good. Ooh. All right. The next one we're going to do is going to be for your hips. Frog pose. Okay, so we're going to stay in frog pose. And this is going to be for your hips. Okay, hips. Core in, back as straight as can. All right, and we're going to go so what we're going to do is we're going to go from the frog pose to a pose like this. So your left foot is in front of your body, your right foot is behind you. Now, if your foot can't go all the way back like this, and you can only go like that, that's fine. You do what's comfortable for you, okay? But remember, you gotta go from here back to the frog pose. So, here, and frog pose. And we're gonna do to the left side, 5 times. If you can't go all the way down, you can go like this. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this, modified, but the actual would be to go from frog pose, go down and down. Come up, frog pose, go down and down. Come up, frog pose, and go down and down. If you can't go all the way down, you want to go frog pose and bring your knee down. Frog pose. So what you're doing is you're stretching this too and bringing your knee down. Okay. The next stretch we're going to do is for your hamstrings, and your lower back. So we're going to sit down, feet in front, core tight as always, back straight. have your feet flexed or you can have them pointed. Get my feet all the way in. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach over to your ankles and we're gonna hold for 20 seconds. All right, so you're gonna reach. And as you reach over, as you begin the exercise, you want to inhale, and as you reach over, you want to exhale. When you exhale, you will find out that you can give yourself more stretch, okay? So inhale and exhale. Come up. We're gonna go again. And this time, grab your ankles. Try and grab the bottoms of your feet. If you can't grab the bottoms of your feet, it's okay to grab your ankles. The point is you want to stretch your lower back, you want to stretch your hamstrings, but you want to do it safely. So you don't want to do too much and hurt yourself, okay? So we're going to inhale deeply. We're going to reach over and we're going to exhale. And exhale. Slowly. You never want to come up too fast because once you've put your head to your feet, your blood rushes to your head, and when you come up, you don't want to come up too fast to give yourself a rush, and then you'll feel dizzy afterwards. You don't want to do that. So whenever you come from here, you want to come up slowly and come up. Same thing as with your standing when you put your head below your waist. You want to come up slowly. All right. Next one, we are going to, I like to call it crisscross applesauce. When I used to teach, I used to tell my kids sit down on the floor, crisscross applesauce. If you can't, you can put one foot over the other, back straight, core tight, and you just want to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. You want to feel that stretch from your shoulders to your lower back as you inhale and exhale. 3 more times. And this is where the nice relaxing music would come in handy. Last one. All right, what we're gonna do next is butterflies. So, feet together. If your knees cannot touch the floor, that is fine. It's perfectly fine. If your knees are up here, that's fine. If your knees are down here, that's fine too. Just depends on how flexible you are, and the more you do this exercise, the more flexible you will be. That's the whole point of these stretches and these exercises, is to improve your mobility and your flexibility, and it will strengthen you as well. So you want to hold on to your ankles, you want to bounce back straight, core tight. You can wear a waist trainer, or for my ladies, if there's guys watching, this ain't for you, but you know, you can wear those neoprene waist things that help you sweat and stuff like that. You can wear that. That'll help as well. It'll get rid of a lot of water weight. But you want to bounce a little bit. Bounce. This works the inner hips. We did the outer hips. Now we're doing the inner hips. Your hip joints. Now, when you sit down and you're in this position, and I should have said this first, you want to sit on your sit bones. Let me show you what that means. When you sit, you want to sit, and if you have to adjust, not because you got a big booty or nothing, but you want to sit on your sit bones. You don't want to sit on the muscle. You sit on the muscle, you defeat the purpose of the whole stretch. Because if you're not able to stretch and work the muscle properly because you're sitting on it and manipulating it, then it makes no sense to do it. So if you have to adjust to sit on your sit bones, then that's what you do. Like I said, you want your back straight, core tight, and you want to bounce. Now, if your feet can't go in like this, and they can only go like this, that's fine. You do what's comfortable for you, okay? That's the whole point. The point is to improve your flexibility and improve your mobility. As we age, our bodies tighten up, we tense up, and the last thing you want to do is wake up in the morning and you get out of your bed and you can't even stretch, you can't even do nothing. So that's the whole point of this. So we're gonna bounce, we're gonna bounce, and then we're gonna push our knees into the ground. Push your knees into the ground. Back straight, core tight. You want to feel that stretch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let it go. All right, this next stretch, I love this stretch. Left leg into your right thigh. Again, on your sit bones, not on your glute muscles. And you want to straighten your back, pull in your core, and we're going to reach over and grab our foot. You should feel that stretch in the back of your leg. You should feel that stretch along your side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. Right foot into your left thigh. Back straight, core tight. Reach over. Again, you should feel that stretch in the back of your leg. You should feel it on your side. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, you want to grab your broomstick. We're going to stretch our shoulders. You're going to hold the broom up, core in, back straight. We're going to go forward. We're going to come up, and we're going to rotate back. Going to come up, rotate forward, and go down. Now, you want to do that as slow as possible. Okay? Slow as possible. You don't want to rush because you don't want to tear or damage your rotator cuff. You don't want to do all of that. So you want to be very precise when you do these type of exercises or stretches. The best thing to do is you sacrifice repetitions for perfection. And nobody's perfect, but I would prefer perfect form over number of reps. I could care less. You could knock out 25, 50, 75 reps. But if your form is horrible, what's the purpose of doing the exercise? All right? So, start here. And we're going to do 10 of these. I'm going to come up. And we're going to come back. All right, this last stretch going to do is going to stretch your lower back. You're going to get on all fours. Knees hip width apart. Hands directly under your shoulder. Not out, but directly under your shoulders. Okay, you want a perfect line. See that line? Okay. What we're gonna do, you wanna engage your core. You always wanna pull in your core. Okay, don't mind that you got something, everybody got something hanging there. I've got it, I got 2 kids, I've gotta have it. It'll go away, hopefully. Maybe these stretchers will help, tone it up and tighten it up and everything. But love your bodies. That's my biggest message. Love your bodies. Love who you are and how you are. Make sure you stay healthy. Healthy is more important than sexy and pretty. Okay, so at least in my opinion. All right, so what we're gonna do is it's a cat stretch, and you can do these in the bed when you get up in the morning. It's a good stretch to do in the morning. So you wanna put your hands underneath your shoulders, and you are going to arch your back in, and then arch your back up. Down and up. Down and up. Breathing in, exhaling out when you go down, inhaling when you come up. Last 2. All right. And give yourself a big round of applause, because we are done. Now, if you really want to get in with the stretching thing, you can go in what we call child's pose. Simply sit down on your knees like this, and you want to come over your head to the floor, and breathe in and out until you're actually relaxed. And then when you're finished, you want to get up, and again, slowly, 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 and slowly. All right, so I'm going to save that live so that you can go back to it if you want to do it again in the morning and evenings, before you work out, after you work out. You always should stretch before you work out and after you work out. That way you make sure you're not injuring yourself. It will be on my IG TV channel. That's Fabio Fit on IG, and then Fabio Fit on Facebook. And you can actually catch me on YouTube as well, Fabio Fit. There's a lot coming up for this fitness journey that I've been on. I'm really super duper excited. As far as my personal fitness journey goes, I've lost over 25, almost 30 pounds. My highest, I was about 200, maybe 205. Now I fluctuate somewhere between 165 and 172, depends on what I eat. Nobody's perfect. There are days when I love pizza. There are days when I want a hamburger. There are days when I want a hamburger and a beer, but you just have to do it in moderation. As long as you don't just binge out every day, you can enjoy some of the things that the foods that you love. I love food. I am a foodie. You just have to do it in moderation, and know what's good for you, and your portion control. So follow me. I'll have more tips, more helpful insights, how to meal prep, other things. Lots of stuff coming in Fabio Fit. I hope you stick with it. I hope you stay with me and enjoy your Saturday. Talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.